What's up, guys? So I got my 2005 F350 that I just got. Got it for a pretty good price at $6,000. Knew it had some problems. Didn't know it had blown heads, blown head gaskets. I'm sorry, I should say cracked heads, blown head gaskets, a torched 8th piston, bad 8th injector, leaking oil cooler, and I put an EGR undelete kit on there by BulletProofed Diesel. So I had that undelete kit, the BulletProofed Diesel remote air to oil cooler, and then I had the ARP head studs, which I had done, as well as a new piston injector, heads obviously. Anyway, I got my truck back and I had ordered this SCT Livewire tuner off of eBay from a company called Franchi Motorsports, and I just got the tuner right when I dropped the truck off at the shop. And I picked the truck up last week and went to plug the tuner in, and absolutely nothing happened when I plugged it in. So upon plugging it into the computer, making sure the firmware was up to date and everything working fine, when I did that, I deducted it was most likely the cord that was bad. So Franchi Motorsports just sent me out this cord. It looks a little bit different than the one they originally sent out. Okay, here comes the test. Let's see if this bad boy works. I'm really excited. I can't wait to put a tune on the truck. And boom, we have lights and we have screen, and I'm really excited. So you know, the truck runs great stock, and I'm really excited to have a fully bulletproofed 6.0 diesel. I guess the only thing I have left to do on here to fully bulletproof would be to put some upgraded injectors in here. Not legal for sale or use in California due to pollution. Turn key on. Do not start. I really like the touchscreen on here so far. I was kind of apprehensive about this thing when I got it. Before I turned it on, it felt really light, felt pretty cheap. Okay, select preloaded tune for the 6.0 diesel. Getting your tune option data. I don't know how well you can see this. Tune type. EGR on. Okay. Approve. I'm just gonna keep it a street tune. Special options. Select options available. Did you change your tire size? No, I did not. Not yet, anyways. Available preloaded transmission tunes. I've heard good things about the SCT Livewire and what it does for your transmission. So I'm really excited to see what it does. Saving vehicle stock data. Do not turn off ignition key or disconnect the vehicle. So I guess the cool thing with these are they come preloaded with 3 tunes in here. You have your tow, your street, and your performance. The towing obviously adjusts your transmission, your shift points, and gives you, I think, a 65 horsepower increase while you're towing. The street tune, I want to say, if I remember correctly, was 150 horse increase. Performance tune is, if I remember correctly, 185 horsepower increase from what I've read. And what's cool about this guy is that you're supposed to be able to switch it on the fly. And when I say on the fly, I mean if you are hooking up to a trailer, you can park your truck, turn the engine off, go onto here, and select your tow mode, and then when you start your truck up, it'll program the tow mode into it, and it's really quick. And they say on the fly, and that to me is on the fly. I would not want to be adjusting my truck settings while I'm driving. I don't know how safe that is, and maybe it is intended for that, I'm not sure. But to me, for my own comfort, I would do it while I was parked, while the engine was off, kind of like I'm doing it right now. You know, if this thing was meant to tune and program your truck while the engine was running, or while your truck was in motion, I wouldn't be doing this right now with the key in the on position and the engine off. And that's just kind of the way I look at it. I'm real excited to see what this thing does. And I will take some 0 to 60, 0 to 80 videos of it stock versus the tow haul versus the street tune, and I'll do a couple in the performance tune. I'm not going to run this thing a whole lot in the performance tune, although I have the ARP head studs and it's pretty bulletproofed. I still have those injectors I'm going to worry about, and I really have no need to to run it in the performance tune, but the child in me wants to take this thing out and run it really hard in performance tune just a couple times, maybe once or twice, just to see what it can do, you know. And I know you would too. This truck has 230,000 miles on it, and I've always liked the Fords. The interior of the Fords to me is really comfortable. It's really luxurious. The whole truck looks really badass. I know the 6.0 Powerstrokes have a pretty nasty reputation, you know. The 7.3s were the most reliable, best diesel engine for longevity in a Ford to date. However, they have their problems too. I know a lot of guys that have 7.3s or have had 7.3s, and they were dumping just as much money, if not more, into their trucks as everyone I know that has a 6.0. And it's just different issues. You know, the 6.0s have the cooling problems with the EGR, with the oil cooler, and with the heads. And they all kind of three work together there. If your cooling system's not functioning and your EGR cooler is clogging up, that's going to gunk up your oil cooler, which if that fails, of course, we know then your heads are going to blow. You're going to blow your head gaskets and you're going to hurt your engine big time. So if you go in and resolve those problems, you know, and in the injectors, that's kind of across the board, and they're all expensive. That's my 2 cents on it. So with that being said, I'm really excited. I got into this truck for about $15,000 with 230,000 miles on here, and you know, it seems like a lot. It is a lot. So what I'll do is I'm going to start up the truck. So let's go ahead and fire this thing up. I'm going to roll down the window so we can all hear if it sounds any different. And I do have a 4-inch turbo back exhaust on here. So far, sounds exactly the same. This is the first drive after installing the SCT Livewire TS. Running on the street tune right now, so we'll see how it does. So far, it's doing great at 15 miles per hour. Just kidding. It's normal. Definitely a little bit more pickup. I was about halfway into the throttle there. So now I'm gonna go from 10 miles per hour to 65. Real quick, I wanted to give a shout out again to Frenchy Motorsports on eBay. I ordered this SCT Livewire tuner from them. When I plugged it in my truck, nothing happened. I deducted that it was a bad cable. I did that by plugging my OBD2 tester into my truck, just my little pocket scan, and that came on right away. And then when I plugged my tuner into my computer via USB, it came on right away. So I figured, you know what, it must be just the cable that came with the tuner was no good. So I called them and I emailed them on last Friday, and they got back to me via telephone within 2 hours, and she agreed that it was more than likely a cable. She sent me out a cable which was a little bit different than the original one it came with. So anyway, but they sent it out and it's here on Monday. So I called her, they called me on Friday afternoon, and I got it Monday, which to me was awesome because they're in Ohio, I'm in Colorado, so they definitely did an express, either 2-day or overnight shipping to me, which to me says a lot for their customer service. I'm stuck in traffic and lights, and it's just annoying, and probably not a good time to take a video on a Monday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But you know, I'm dedicated to the cause. Here I am, I'm doing this so you can see what this SCT Livewire does on this 2005 F350. Now again, this thing has 230,000 miles on it. I just had new heads, new head gaskets, new head studs, the ARP head studs, bulletproof diesel oil cooler put in here, and that thing alone was almost $2,000. Then I had the bulletproof diesel EGR undelete kit because I want to be fast, I want to be bulletproof, but I still want to be legal, and I want to be able to pass emissions without jumping through hoops each year. Back to the tuner. I feel like this tuner does an excellent job of allowing you to have a daily driver with a shit ton of power. I mean, this thing freaking rips. I've only had it on this truck for 2 hours now, from installation till now, and out of that 2 hours I've been driving for maybe 30 minutes, and my fuel mileage has went from 11.9 to 16 miles to the gallon. And to me, it does an excellent job of making your truck a super fast daily driver. However, I would not recommend putting this tuner in your truck until you've had some work done on your truck. A lot of people want to get a stock truck and they want to throw a tuner in there, and I recommend that you do your homework first and see what the dangers are. So if you have a 6.0 diesel, these things are not really meant to handle more horsepower than stock. It's like taking a 5.9 Cummins with the stock 5-speed automatic transmission and putting some badass injectors on there and putting a tuner on there and doing the exhaust and the air filter and all this stuff, and now you're at 800 horsepower, and the next thing you know, your transmission's freaking blown because that transmission's not made to handle all that power. Just like this engine stock is not made to handle all that power. You got to upgrade. You got to upgrade your EGR cooler. You have to upgrade your oil cooler. You have to upgrade your head studs. Those are the things you have to do, and eventually you have to upgrade your injectors because these things do go out, from what I understand, quite a bit. And that's why I'm not going to run this thing on performance tune. The block of the engine can handle the horsepower now, and I feel like my cooling system can handle that horsepower, but I don't think these injectors can. I'm just getting blasted in here with wind. But I'll do a quick little windows down video shot here. Broke the tires loose, but as you can hear, this thing sounds wicked. And again, I don't know, it's windy. Hey guys, so my name is Alex and thanks for watching my video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I have more videos on the truck coming up, as well as some how-tos around the house, and maybe even a video on my Harley Ultra Classic. If that's something you'd like to see, let me know. Overall, the SCT tuner is great so far. I'm going to do some more messing around with that. If you guys would like to see anything else on that tuner in particular, let me know. I still do plan on doing those 0 to 60, 0 to 80 benchmarks, stock, and all the other tunes. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching.